Most people grow up hearing one simple rule about money: debt is bad. Avoid it, pay it off as fast as possible, and you'll be financially safe. Schools reinforce this idea, parents repeat it, and personal finance advice often treats all debt like a disease. But here's the uncomfortable truth: the wealthy don't follow that rule at all. In fact, they do the opposite. They use debt strategically to become richer, and the system is designed to reward them for it. So why does debt trap most people, yet help the rich build massive wealth? And more importantly, how does this actually work in real life? Let us start with the key distinction that schools almost never explain: the difference between consumer debt and productive debt. Consumer debt is what most people carry. Credit cards for shopping. Instead, they focus on productive debt, money borrowed to acquire assets that generate cash flow or increase in value. Here's where the first advantage appears. When the rich borrow money, they often borrow at lower interest rates than inflation. If inflation is running at 3 to 4%, and they can borrow at 5 or 6%, but invest in assets earning 10, 12, or even 15%, the math works in their favor. The debt is being slowly devalued by inflation, while the asset grows faster than the cost of borrowing. This is something schools never teach. Inflation punishes savers and rewards borrowers if the borrowed money is invested correctly. Now let's talk about leverage, one of the most powerful tools the wealthy use. Leverage simply means using other people's money to amplify returns. Imagine two people buying a $1 million property. One pays cash. This doesn't mean leverage is risk-free, but used conservatively and backed by cash flow, it becomes a wealth accelerator. Schools teach you to eliminate risk. The tax code heavily favors asset owners and debt users. To reduce taxable income without reducing actual cash flow. Instead, the wealthy ask a different question: can my money earn more elsewhere than the interest I am paying on this debt? If the answer is yes, they keep the debt and deploy the cash. They use debt because it's efficient. Borrowing allows them to spread risk, preserve capital, and scale faster without tying up all their own money in a single asset. This is also why you'll hear wealthy individuals say things like, "I never use my own money if I don't have to." That's not irresponsibility, that's strategy. Of course, none of this works without discipline. The same tools that build wealth can destroy it when misused. Over-leveraging, chasing speculative returns, and ignoring cash flow have wiped out fortunes. The difference is that the wealthy are educated about these risks. They learn the rules early, often outside the classroom, and that brings us to the real issue. Schools teach financial safety, not financial growth. They prepare you to be a stable worker, not a strategic investor. They warn you about debt. The strategy schools never teach and the wealthy quietly use. Subscribe to the channel. We break down real financial concepts in a simple, not just earners.